What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to make a little video about taking these apart, taking the knobs off. I've got a few people asking me, and figured got a few people asking, might as well be time to make a video about it. So we're going to get into it. This piece here, simple. This piece here, it's going to be a little bit more of a trick. So we're going to see what we can do to get it all taken apart without damaging it. That's the main goal. Mainly, reason you'd be taking this stuff apart, put a engraved inlay over it. I'll see if I can put a picture up of what I'm talking about in case you don't already know. But yeah, like I said, I had a few people ask about it, so I figured it'd be a good time to make a video. Before we get into it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and now we'll get into it. So first, we're going to start pulling our little knob there off. Simple tool, door panel puller, Harbor Freight, couple bucks. Comes in handy for like everything. This being one of those deals, wouldn't hurt. Maybe put some tape on there. But if you're careful, you just put it in there just like that. Pop it up. Boom, just like that. It just presses right on there. Simple. Like I said, this one here, that's going to be a little bit more of a nightmare. You can maybe see right there, a little hole. There's another one on that side. At first thought it was a little button you push in like the old school ones. Not the case. That's a roll pin. We're going to have to punch it all the way through. So I went around the shop kind of thinking of some stuff to put under here because you want to support this. I mean, this is plastic. If you go punching on it, more likely you're going to bend the shaft that this goes on or just break the plastic. We may still break the plastic here. I thought about putting a piece of wood in there and drilling a hole so that pin will have somewhere to come through. I didn't really find anything small enough. I got some plywood, but it's still too big. So what I come up with, something kind of everybody would have too, is another thing I was trying to think of. Basically just got a socket. A little small, I don't know what that is, 732 socket, and it was a little bit too short. I was trying to kind of get this where I can rest it on my table here. That way I'm not trying to fight it too much, like holding it and balancing it. But as I said, you got to leave a relief for that pin to go down in, and I had to raise it up a little bit, so I just got a washer. I mean, you can stack anything literally. So I looked through my roll pins. I've got some small ones, or my roll pin punch I should say. I got some small ones, but I don't have anything that small, so I'm going to have to improvise. And by improvising, you guys have probably seen me do it before. If you see me take apart an ADEX dump, that's what I'm going to use my roll pin. The smallest Allen wrench, it's 0.05. So I'm going to cut it, snip it. This has got a little ball on it, believe it or not. I'm going to snip both ends, try and leave it long enough to where I can still use it to punch with. When I hit with this, I am actually going to wear safety glasses because these things are pretty brittle and they will shatter, believe it or not. Ask me how I know. But yeah, we're going to give it a shot, see how it goes. And I got me some safety glasses on just in case. I can't find my good lineman pliers, so we're going to try these old cheapos, see how they do. Alright, something went good for once. There we go. There's our straight little punch. I may end up cutting it down a little bit further to kind of keep some deflection out of here. Hopefully we're not going to put a whole lot of force on these, but only time will tell, so let's get after it. Alright, I'm going to try my best to be able to get this where you guys can see it and where I can see it. That's going to probably be harder than what I think it will be. I'm going to spray a little bit of WD-40 in there. Just a little bit. You don't want a whole lot getting in the switch. Not like it'll really hurt it, honestly. WD-40 is actually okay for electronics. And his new cans are super stiff. There we go. That's more than enough. Yeah, anyways, if you didn't know, WD-40 stands for water displacement. And the 40 comes from the 40th try of making it. Alright, so we somewhat got that situated. Got me some safety glasses on. It acted like it was going to go good. Alright, as you can see, maybe, as you can see right there, that pin is coming out. Now we can do one of two things. We can continue to try driving it through, might work out alright, or we can grab it with some pliers and try and pull it. I'm going to try and grab it with some pliers and pull it real quick, and because reason being, as I was tapping that in, it kind of stopped, and I don't want to force this through a smaller hole and get that stuck. So try it with some pliers first. Alrighty then, I'm going to use my same old El Cheapo pliers. Should probably grab some Nippics, but it'd be alright, I guess. Boom! There we go. Just like that. Pulls right out. Now this will probably be stuck in there. Yes, it is. That's great. That's what we wanted to happen. So, we'll grab that. Kind hold that, do like a twisting jerking motion. Boom, there we go. That is out of there, and this should just pull right off, just like that. Now, the part you're gonna have that's gonna be fun is putting it back together. In a perfect world, should just push back together. Honestly, this did come out fairly easy. One thing to notice that I did not notice, I wish I would have, it's got a little flat end on one side. So take that in consideration. I think I made the flat end. I think they were both round on each side. And when I pushed that in, it may have made it round. I don't know. Could be wrong there. But yeah, putting it back in, should just be able to slide it in there. Pressure should keep it in. That's kind of how roll pins work, or spring pins, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, there you go. Now you know. Put your inlay on, slap that back on, line your holes up. Actually, it can only go one way. Yeah, because it has a little, flick you guys off. It has a little notch there, so it can only go one way. So things should line up pretty good. As you probably still, nah, you're good. Yeah, you just put it right on, and it'll fit. I don't know if you guys can see through there. You probably can't, but I can. So that should line up pretty good. Might as well just go ahead and put this back together, seeing as I don't have an inlay for it. Got it started right in there. And now I'm going to use some pliers. I'm going to wrap some tape around them. Alright, I put some tape on there just to kind of help out, keep it from scratching it up. Now, let's see if I can get this thing just right. Maybe you guys can see it too. There we go. Yeah, that'll go back together pretty easily. Alright, we got it in there pretty much all the way. I'm going to give it a little tap with that punch again, because I can feel it in my finger. And I know if I was turning my headlights on and off, I would not like that. Not that you ever turn your headlights on and off in a Cadillac. That's what that's for. But if you ever feel the need to turn them on, I'm sure you'll want that to be smooth like I would. Once again, just to be careful, I'm going to put some safety glasses on. I think it'll be alright. It didn't seem like it took all that much force to move that. But this will probably be the hardest part of the whole job. And there we have it. Smooth both ways. Yeah. So there you go. And installation for your little knob, just in case, you know, it just pops on. Just like that. You hear a little click. It's there. Pretty straightforward. So there you go. Hopefully I helped you out. As I said, I did have a few people asking me. Videos are kind of like tools. You know, tools, my rule of thumb is if you have to use it, or if you have to borrow it more than 3 times, it's time to buy one or build one. Videos the same kind of way. You know, if somebody asks me more than 3 times, yeah, it's probably definitely time to make a video. So here we are. Hopefully it helped you out. I got bigger and better stuff to do. I was just kind of throwing this together because I'm kind of aggravated looking for parts right now. So I took a break to make a video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Remember, you won't know what you can do till you try. Might be able to put an inlay on your headlight switch. Yeah, cool. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you later.